The Cowboys played the Buccaneers this Thursday. I'm sorry, this Sunday night, and Dak Prescott suffered an injury with a hand injury. They say he'll be out up to like 8 weeks, I believe. But Jerry Jones is talking about 4 weeks. But they lost badly to the Buccaneers, and a lot of concerns are going on in the Dallas world. So we got Tomo to represent Dallas. So Tomo, I want you to talk to us. All right, I want you to talk to us. Is there any hope for the Cowboys this season with Dak Prescott's injury?
Look, man, Jerry Jones said 1+1 = 3. And right now, 1+1 = 4 because we ain't got him no more. The hope is that our defense is looking nice. Like, that's the hope. Michael Parsons. When Jerry said 1+1, he meant to say 11 from heaven, as Skip would call him. Like, Michael Parsons is the heartbeat of this team. He keeps that defense going. And if our defense can keep playing the way they played against Tom Brady on Sunday night, we can probably steal a couple of these games while he's out. I'm not saying it's a guaranteed win, but if we can hold teams to maybe 3 field goals and Cooper Rush can get a touchdown or 2, we might can win some. That's the hope. Somebody put Parsons. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Like, if Kellen Moore wasn't our offensive coordinator, I would say put him out there. But so yeah, that's the hope. Dallas's defense.
All right. Talk to me, Coach.
As I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a bad way. This is a bad way. That owner, general manager, don't have he don't have no he don't have any options. You don't have any options. Because let's look at it for what it is. Without Dak Prescott, who could possibly miss 6 to 8 weeks, right? You still have a bottom 20 defense, and as it's looking right now, your receivers got butter hands. It's bad right now. It's really bad right now. You're leading behind a rusher who can't rush. I mean, I've never been a Cowboys hater, but geez, it's ugly out here. And if you like, Donnie out here talking about you got to get 48-year-old Terrell Owens, but his hands ain't no better. He was dropping balls too when he played. So the Cowboys, it's rough right now. My personal opinion, you got 2 contracts that you pay for that you had no business paying for. Period. You had no business letting Zeke ink out $90 million from you. And honestly, you should have paid Dak the year before he got hurt. Because it's almost like you gave him a gimme contract and you're still eating that contract because he can't play now. It's a bad way. They're in last place in that division. That's a toss-up now that Washington could actually win. Because without your starting quarterback, you have to go find somebody. If you let Rush be your answer, well, you're gonna rush right to a losing season.
But it's still week 1, man. It's week 1. The roughest part of our schedule is right now. So that's what everyone is still banking on. They like, well, this is the rough part of the schedule. And then the rest of it kind of gets a little bit easier. It's weird because you want to have a glimmer of hope, but you can't really have it because if Dak was looking good before he got hurt, then I would be like, okay, when he comes back, we can pick up and keep going. But he looked bad.
And that was the issue too. Yeah, he looked bad. He looked indecisive. He looked like he didn't know how to get a receiver down the field. It was bad. It was bad.
Yeah, man. And you know me, bro. I don't even want to talk about this man like this, but he looked bad.
And now you're going into week 2 where the Bengals are pissed.
Ain't nobody wearing no Bengals.
The Bengals are pissed, so they're gonna treat the Cowboys pretty badly this coming week.
Look, man, but we could do all we need is that pass rush. La'el Collins, if La'el Collins show up this week, then that lets me know it was a grudge game. Because last week he let TJ Watt and them just wild out. Not saying TJ Watt is no slouch, but if you that right tackle that you say you were supposed to be, all that shouldn't have happened that way.
Yeah, that's why they got you there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So look, I gotta disagree with you, Coach. That defense ain't top 20.
No, I said bottom 20.
He said bottom
20.
My bad. Yeah, when it's 20, supposed to be bottom. All right, so yeah, it ain't.
I'm talking 20 and under.
I think the Cowboys. Being outside the Cowboy world, I'm like, okay, like me, I'm not thinking about the Cowboys no more. I'm more like it's over for them. I before the season started, I had them going 9-8, and I don't think because I'm not a big believer of Dak Prescott. You already know about that. But like with Dak not being in that now with the injury, so even if he come back, he got a messed up hand. So I'm not confident in y'all. Like after week 1. But as a Cowboy fan, you should have some hope. If you're a Cowboy fan out there, you should have some hope. If you truly believe Dak Prescott is that guy, right? Not saying like a Patrick Mahomes or Justin Herbert. People love Justin Herbert. None of those people or Derek Carr, right?
I'm coming back for this debate. I'm coming back for that debate.
Yeah, I just want to throw that name out there. If you believe Dak is a QB that can manage a game or be better than the manager, which I think he is, then you should have some hope. Maybe this was a blessing in disguise for y'all, Tomo. Kellen Moore is hard-headed. He's hard-headed, all right? Do y'all know, for those who don't know, coming into week 1 Sunday, the Cowboys out, since they had Dak Prescott, they got 29-0 when they run the ball more than they throw the ball.
Okay.
Every loss they had last year, they threw the ball almost double the time they ran the ball. Every single loss they had last year. Every win they had last year, they ran the ball more than they threw the ball, except for the last 4 games against all the divisions because he tried to run up the score and break the passing record for the Cowboys history, and against the Patriots when they won in overtime. Outside of that, and when Cooper Rush beat the Vikings. Outside of that, every win, they ran the ball more than they threw the ball. So, by y'all getting hurt, Dak being hurt, he's going to have to lean on Zeke. I don't know, because I just said with Cooper Rush, he threw the ball more than he ran the ball, right? Against the Vikings. But hopefully, he will start using Zeke more, because Zeke averaged 5 yards a carry a Sunday. So y'all started off good running the ball, then they just I think I tweeted and said he getting in. Go ahead, Tom.
No, I was gonna say, and I'm glad you said that because you rolled this right into the clip that I wanted you to play. Because me and Warren spoke about this on our panel. Like, can you just roll the clip for me?
Gotcha.
Give you offensive lineman. He can play guard. He can play tackle. What do you want him? Run your scheme. What do you want him?
What's the scheme?
We'll see wherever they put him.
That right there. You said it. If the world can sit back and say that about what you just said, how we know if we run the ball more than we pass, we'll be undefeated. Kellen Moore does what? He has no idea what he's doing out there. He has no scheme at all. And I was listening to something the other day because, once the Cowboys lose, the whole world everybody come out the cut. And they were saying, it was like, you find it funny that we have all these talented players and nobody can actually do anything when they're on the field, but they want to blame the coaches. So Dan Quinn shows up. Because remember our defense before Dan Quinn showed up?
Yeah, I remember.
Now he showed 20. Up. That was bottom 30.
Bottom 30.
Now, once he got there, he was like, okay, let me put these players in the right places to do what they're good at instead of forcing them to be something that they're not. It's coaching, man. The offensive side of the ball has just fallen completely off since the Jason Garrett era. And it's just like they making players do things that they're not good at. They're putting people in the wrong places, trying to force squares in the round holes. Like, we all know Tony Pollard is the burst. Why are you putting him in there on third downs knowing he can't block a blitz?
Knowing he can't block.
Why would you do that? Mm-hmm. That makes no sense.
Especially if you're third down, you're passing the ball. Exactly. Why would you do that? That was so.
Yeah.
There we go. Now this goes into the second clip.
Let's get it. Oh man, ready today.
Yeah. Let's this up.
Listen, no matter what year it is, and Joe, you can vouch for this. I say it to you every year. Kellen Moore is sabotaging his team every year. I don't know whether he's trying to sabotage the head coach specifically, but he's in sabotage mode every year. When things are going good and things are going great, he find a way to say, no, let's throw this in and let's mess it up.
Woo. You said it. We said it. We know it. As fans, we know it. You averaging 5 yards a carry. He averaging more yards than your quarterback can throw, but yet you want to do a triple reverse option. Like, what?
Yeah. He did 2 reverses, right?
On that same drive, yeah. He did 1 regular, then he came back and said it didn't work, so we're gonna do a triple reverse. Yeah.
Yeah,
Even Tony
man.
Pollard, Dak looked like he didn't even want to hand the ball off on that reverse. He was just like, "Look, bro, I'll just take the L." Like it was, I really don't know, man. And Kellen Moore's offense is so cookie cutter that the whole league now is just like any team. Like you said, remember you were saying about how Derek Carr is the greatest quarterback and he's better than Dak, and how when Dak plays playoff teams,
Yeah.
they destroy the Cowboys, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's all Dak though, because Kellen Moore's scheme is so cookie cutter that real good teams actually see that and watch the film and be like, all right, we know what play's going to do here. We know when the motion's that. We know what the kill is. We know what that is because it's the same stuff from the last 2 years. So we really don't even got to practice when we play Dallas. We just need to watch film. And you can cue my last clip here.
Let's get it.
Last year we learned that they really wasn't going to commit to the run game, and the runs that they did, they was going to try to get outside and not run into the interior. But most of the running game was quick game. A lot of curls, a lot of hitches, a lot of slants and stuff. So we kind of knew that going in, so we was able to attack it.
Wow.
And now it was funny, right? He said that. I think that was Devin White from the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
What did Buda Baker say when they played the Cowboys? We knew what Dak was going to do. We knew everything. The proof is in the pudding. But like my man Coach said earlier, man, that owner / GM / greatest marketer in sports outside of Jerry Buss don't care. As long as y'all buying tickets, keep it going.
Facts. Because he's
period.
like,
and to be funny, I don't think I've seen a different Cowboys playbook in the last 5 Maddens.
Bruh, it used to be good. It used to be good. I don't even like using it no more.
See, like, you said something key though. You said somebody asked, you got all these talented players and they're not performing. Whenever you got a talented team and it's not performing where it should be, it's always coaching. Because it could be a chemistry issue, it could be a scheme issue. It could be a chemistry issue where people are bumping.
It could be a leadership issue.
All that stuff, you need a coach for that. Because you got the right scheme, but people be bumping heads. You need a coach for that. People be great chemistry with a bad scheme, like the Cowboys. Great chemistry, they love each other, right? That giving about $500 to everybody at practice, right? But the scheme is bad. So, like, I don't think Dak is a bad quarterback. I just think that they putting too much on him. Like he's
an average back. He's an average quarterback. He's average.
I think he's above.
Like he's slightly above because he can do more if given the opportunity. I've seen it. I've seen Dak win games. Like I've seen him do it. I've seen him have 5 touchdowns weeks on end. Like it's not that he's. I want to say you can almost say he got dumbed down to averageness.
Then that's because of
that GM / owner / marketer.
That greatest years was when he had 2 vet quarterbacks. He had Kidner as his quarterback coach. And then his rookie season, I know what was the Jets? Sanchez. I know Sanchez wasn't the best, but when Sanchez was on that sideline and Dak rookie year, he only threw like 2 interceptions.
Dak a peanut butter. Well, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, I can't argue with T-Rated on that because that is one of Dak's issues since he's been a rookie. Is he can't stay healthy. Like what? Dak will miss time. Dak will miss time playing.
He only missed.
Oh no! I take that back.
Yeah, he only missed the game after he got his ankle messed up.
Forward. Yeah, but didn't he get hurt? Didn't he get hurt for a little bit before that injury? Before that leg injury?
Nah, that was Wentz.
That was the injury that they say that him and Tomo, but a lot of Cowboys fans say, "Oh, Dak was hurt," but that's the injury when he missed.
Okay.
But he only had one freakish injury, and he only had one injury for real. To me, like that was a minor one.
That was really significant.
That ankle foot one was like ankle one. That was like. That could have been
coming back. Yeah, ain't no coming back from that. But ever since then, he has been. I'll give you that. He has been peanut brittle. But bro, you see your ankle hanging by your thigh, you might not be the same. Your mindset changes.
That gets you right here. That gets you right here because you don't want it to happen again. You don't want any one of your other limbs hanging off. So it's a psyche thing. I believe that.
Yeah, as a football player, you got that's part of the football. You got to that's a part of mental. That's part of your mental. Like you got to be able to block that. You playing a dangerous sport.
But that's a whole different ball game right there. Now I agree with you that's my take on Dez Bryant though. Ever since that catch, he's never been the same. Ever since that Packers game where they said it wasn't a catch, he's never been the same. So I agree with you on that. But with my leg hanging backwards, bro, like Paul George has not bounced back from that.
I don't think he did. You right. You absolutely right. I don't think he bounced back from that either.
I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna say that because the first year he was healthy, he was an MVP candidate with Russell Westbrook. He was an MVP candidate.
I think he's talking the style of his game change.
Yeah,
he was not playing the old Paul George way because he couldn't attack the bat. He did change his game to more of a shooting Paul George than a basket attacking Paul George.
Yeah, I think people do that as they get older.
What's his name? Vince Carter did the same thing. When he broke his leg, he came back and he had to become a shooter.
But I think people do that though in the NBA. And in the NBA is different. Like he can't jump the same. He got the same,
exactly. The injury stopped. Exactly.
It's like he can't. It's not like he could. Like,
but also you can see it though when the players suffer injuries like that. You can see it in their eye. Like you can see the timidness in some of the way they move. Like the whole thing with them trying to rush Gallup back. I'm like, bro, he's a wide receiver. Like,
let him heal, man.
Yeah,
like for instance, when Tom Brady tore his ACL and came back that next year, for his first 7 games where they were actually up and down and winning, it's because Tom Brady couldn't plant that foot. Dude was scared. Like he didn't. It was almost it's a psyche thing, and as great as Tom Brady was in that part of his career, you can see it in the games where he was afraid to plant that foot, the same foot that got torn, that same leg that got torn. So, and eventually he was able to start doing it. You know what I mean? Eventually, it took time.
Well, I wish RG3 had the mental stuff. Yeah, I wish he was scared.
That was just crazy. Like when he dove on that play, I was like, that's a loading bro.
He thought he was gonna be able to pull college stunts in the NFL.
All right, so look, Tomo, this is your topic. All right, before we let you go, give us some words for your Cowboy fans, man.
At the end of the day, man, we play in the NFC East, y'all. I mean, it's wide open, like Coach said, but we can beat them, y'all. Like we know how to play them. That's all I got for you. Like CD got to learn how to catch. I'm sorry. Man. I might be the only Cowboy fan that was like, when we got CD, I was like, okay, all right, what's next?
Yeah, I think he'll be better once. He can't be our sole guy. You know what I mean? Like that's why I thought Mark Cooper was a big loss. But with Gallup and James Washington coming back late in the season, if y'all still in the mix, that would help.
I think he can be the number one receiver, just not.
He can't be the only.
Right now he's the only. That's the problem. It ain't that he's the number one. It's the fact that's all he got. They all he got.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know, because if we had like Sean McVay, CD probably would be playing better.
Yes.
Like those, like he said, like what's the Devin White said with the quick curls, slants, and all that. Sean McVay is more innovative with stuff like that.
I'm gonna tell you who's gonna fix this Cowboys offense next year.
Sean McVay. No, he's not.
Sean McVay. All right, that's another topic. But all right, Tomo, appreciate you for coming on. Obviously, all right.
Cowboys make the playoffs though.
Hey, if y'all keep rolling, we'll see you more, right? Y'all keep rolling. All right, so, but look, y'all, we got to go from one NFC East team to the next. We got to talk about these Eagles. We got Kevin coming on next, so y'all stay tuned. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.